but that wing, wow, wow, wow. Good morning, S6 and RS6. Unfortunately, this car that has nothing to do with us apart from having a matching color as Narcoso's jacket. More or less, it's a bit more light blue. But today is dedicated more or less to Audi. We're going to check out a very special classic car that's participating with Historic Grand Prix on Zandvoort. The car is already running because we are also running a bit late. I'm sorry, but we had only like 4 hours of sleep, so every minute counted. And a quick fast forward into the paddock, and we're gonna jump straight into the action. This is the car why I'm here, invited by Peter. You can look up his name, and all I want to say, it is pretty awesome to see him actually race and not just spending time in the office and watching What's Up Audi. Look at this amazing engine, 5-cylinder. Usually you know 5-cylinder engines being a turbo in Audi, an Audi 80s, an Audi Coupe, an Audi Quattro, but this is naturally aspirated 5-cylinder. Here we have a Bosch fuel pump from a Porsche actually, but one cylinder is blocked over there. Well, actually one what's it called, fuel line, and you can see that you can actually only see that here is only things that are necessary. So there is no air conditioning, obviously, no extra electronics, nothing. So only the engine, the gearbox, and it's the original car from the 80s. So everything like it used to be. Look at those amazing roll now turbo wheels, and full slicks, of course, full slicks on the inside. Again, only the necessary stuff. It reminds me of Audi S1. Of course, S1 is more or less based on this type of car, and I was fortunate enough to drive it like a month ago, the S1, or 2 months ago, and again, only necessary stuff. Only RPM gauge, not even the speedometer, yep. Where's the stopwatch? I mean, old school race car needs a stopwatch. So what class are you running? Is it like
This is a 2-liter class, and we are leading in the class anyway. But
you mean overall?
My expectations are to be again in the top 10 overall.
So again, the most special part about this car is that it's an original touring racing car. So original factory, so to say, factory race car from '81, run by Willy Bergmeister. And it has won a couple of races, and also hopefully is going to win a couple of races, well, this weekend. Like Peter told us, he is leading in class and top 10 overall. That's all out of 50 cars against Ferraris and also lighter for Ford Escorts. It's actually quite an impressive achievement. Now comes the awkward part where you don't know where the exhaust is. Like with all the classic cars, not only putting a huge smile on my face, they not only sound good, they smell fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Let's go to the pre-grid. Can I have this delivered at my driveway? I mean, we have 5 of them, so for every day of the week. I'm okay like chilling in the weekend at home. Or I'll take the Audi and the Sirocco. Holy cannoli. Honestly, this is so awesome. 1966 Barracuda, at least that's what the license plate says. And I'll be honest with you, it's the first time that I see this type of car. I'm pretty sure US audience is like, oh yeah, we know these, etc., but probably even there it's pretty rare, and it looks like in very immaculate condition. Look at that. Painted roll cage, I cannot see like any inequality of saying like, oh yeah, this looks old or like out of place or misplaced or bad restoration work. Everything seems to be, well, except for the seat, everything seems to be very, I mean, like, seat does not look like time fitting. I don't think they had bucket seats back in '66, of course, very bad joke, but probably has to do something with regulations. But wow, I think those are probably more popular on the drag strips in the US right now, but would be interesting to see it go around the corners here. And again, the car is such a good shape. Very props to the driver and the owner to take it out on Zandvoort, which is a pretty demanding track. Now we have the M2s, but these are the original 2 series from back in the days. And then also, of course, the Escorts and RS 2000s, which are very fast, because especially they're very light. Not only popular in rally world, but also on the tracks. And then this car that made me go deaf today. Thank you very much, Porsche. I mean, if I'm gonna go deaf, then the reason should be a race car, right? While I'm waiting for the race to start and admiring the car's details, again, not only the wheels, look at the center locks. Of course, nowadays we expect like a proper race car to have center locks. Well, when we talk about GT3 classes or like even street cars, some very super sports cars. But back in the 80s, already to have that on your race car, that was pretty special. And unlike the Audi Quattro or the S1, this one does not have the rear drive shafts. This means it's a front-wheel drive car. Oh. So it is going to be a wet race. Wet track, 3 minutes. Good luck. It's a baby Lada. I am honestly impressed by the amount of participants in one race on such a small and narrow track with such expensive and exclusive cars. I hope everything stays like clear, not like me in Friday practice. While we go to the grandstand, let's have a look what we see along the way to the grandstand. Just chilling here. Something big and angry. Look how wide these tires are. And look at the brake cooling. It goes on top into there. The sound of grinding. Really like the graphic on the trailer. Very cool. And of course, they're also sometimes, yeah, it's very hard talking with all those classic cars around here. But they're also classic race cars. I mean, everything is a classic race car, but I mean, what I mean, this is what I mean. I apologize for bad camera work because this is how I'm filming. Yeah, always make sure to take ear protection when you kids do any type of race car event, but in particular historical classic race car events. It's crazy in the most positive way you can imagine. Ah yeah, just 500 euros. Now it's a bit quiet. What is this even? Of course it's an M1 Pro car, but this looks like more of a silhouette than an actual... I hope someone in the comments will be able to tell it me. Ah, so that's what it is. You can put the video on pause and read it for yourself, but this car seems to have quite a history, like all the cars here. Okay, we are at the end of the paddock, and here is something special. And it's the first time ever that I see this car. I hope you can hear me, but I'm sure you can, and otherwise it doesn't matter. This is something for Philip, very much. That butt, that wing, wow, wow, wow. And the specs are actually very, very much impressive. Well, that's it. My ears cannot withstand even more of that action. I hope you enjoyed this probably pretty long video. And yeah, see you guys next time. And since we're in Holland, for a food chat, we have broodje frikandel met mayo. See you!